me encuentro con una mujer a la que le dijeron que en el mundo no había lugar para un artista que tocaba el violín y bailaba. Y bueno, pues hoy tiene más de 645 millones de visitas en YouTube, está al top de la lista de Billboard y además con todos los boletos vendidos para su tour. Lindsey, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How was Guadalajara?
Awesome. Yes, that was our first, show in Mexico, and the fans here in Mexico are so fun.
You dance, you play the violin, you do radio shows, commercials, and many other things. Is there like a hidden talent that we know nothing about?
I am really good at making costumes. Like I used to make my Halloween costumes every year as a kid, and I'm really good at making them out of like scraps from around the house, type of thing. Well, for example, we all dressed up as bumblebees on tour this last Halloween, and I dressed all of our tour crew. And so I bought some black t-shirts, and we used tape, like yellow tape, to make their bee stripes.
'Cause all of me loves all of you.
So how is it to work with these talented people like John Legend, Jessie J?
It's awesome because these are people that have inspired me and that I am a fan of, and the fact that I get to actually like work with them and add to their own art, like it's pretty incredible, and you learn a lot,
Also, I know that you went to America's Got Talent in 2010.
What's your name?
I'm Lindsey Stirling. I'm from Utah, and I play hip-hop violin.
Well, let's see what you can do.
And they told you that there was like no place for a girl that was performing with a violin.
Right.
How did you overcome that and were like, no, I know there is a place for me?
Yes. I have to say that was so discouraging. It was probably the most humiliating moment of my life because it was live TV and they were very, harsh about their comments. And, I just remember at first being so devastated and thinking, maybe they're right.
Well, now tell us about it's called Shatter Me, right? And you said that it's one of the most personal music video and song you've ever made. Why is that?
It's very personal because it tells my story 100%. It goes through the story of this ballerina that's a symbol, a metaphor of a person that I used to be when I kind of felt trapped inside of this shell that, I didn't even know who I was anymore because I had covered myself up with what I thought was perfect. And at the time I was struggling with an eating disorder, and I was going through, this was years ago, I was struggling with anorexia, and it was definitely a very hard process to learn to break free from that. Lots of plans for this year. Going to do some more touring. Towards the end of the year, I'm going to start working on a new album. I'm working on a book right now that will be published in January. I also am working on either a documentary film, perhaps, or a TV series. I'm not sure which way it will go, but I've got lots of little projects in the work, and it makes it exciting to constantly have new projects and new music videos that I'll be working on. So,
or the worst performance you've ever had. You have to know this one.
Oh gosh, the worst performance I've ever. Man, my mind is like racing right now, all over the place. There was one show where I feel like everything went wrong. I always wear a belt pack with my basically the mic for my violin is on. It kept falling off, and finally when I got to stay, I remember it was pulling my pants down. Like I just couldn't, I was like, I can't win tonight. Like finally I get to stick onto my pants because it wouldn't stay on my belt. And then as I'm playing, I have no arms to they're playing, they're busy. And so I remember just spreading my legs wide, please just make it through the end of the song. Just make it through the song, and then when the lights dip, I'll pull up my pants.
Well, thank you so much. You're such a successful woman and inspirational woman, like I said. Bueno, pues nosotros seguimos con más en Hola.